Hey guys, Inconsistent Uploads Dip here for a new Pixelmon update showcase. One of the biggest updates in Pixelmon history probably just came out, and I'm going to cover everything you need to know about it. And I took a little bit longer for this update because I just want to make sure I got everything right, but I could still always miss things out. Anyways, let's dive right into it. The update adds the Generation 8 to Pixelmon. It adds about 30 to 40% of the generation, which is huge. There's a good 35 new Pokemon, which is an insane amount. And I believe that Reforged now officially has more Pokemon in the game than Generations. I'm not 100% sure, but that's actually insane because all the Reforged models are hand modeled, whereas the Generations stuff is using game assets. So it's crazy that they caught up. Man, props to everyone on the Pixelmon team. Anyways, let's dive right into it. So first off, we got the 3 starter Pokemon from the Galar region. Scorbunny, Grookey, and of course, Sobble. And my boy Sobble, I was about to make a joke, but he ruined it. Alright, let's do that again. You just know you had to do it to him. Alright, so yeah, the starters are in the game, which is super awesome to see. I love Grookey's texture and animation, especially. Scorbunny's dope too, and so is Sobble. And a quick note, you may notice that some of the sprites on my sidebar are a bit wonky. That's because a lot of the sprites are just temporary, quick ones that they mocked up because they wanted to, I believe, release the update by a set date, like probably to coincide with the Isle of Armor. So some of the sprites were a bit rushed, but they'll be fixed in future updates. Anyways, then the evolved forms of the starters, we have Reboot. Oh my god, what you talking, Reboot? Aw, dude, he's so sick. I didn't appreciate Reboot until, because I picked Grookey in the games, but I love his little tilt here. That's dope. Alright, then we have Thwacky. I love Rillaboom's line so much, and he's getting his drumming ready. Super sick to see. And finally, Drizzle. Is that how you say the name? Drizzle? Drizzle? Really cool, really sleek looking. Going into that spy look, which it fully embraces in the final form. So then we have Cinderace, Rillaboom, and Inteleon. And wait until you see these models, because these are insane. Look at my boy Rillaboom. Oh, he's just so dynamic in his animation using the drums, and it looks amazing. And even the drum is like vibing a little there. How cool is that? Yo, my man's looking sick. Then Cinderace, the soccer or football, depending where you're at, the star, right here. And my boy, in this case, Inteleon. And Inteleon looking sleek as ever, charging up the snipe shot. We love to see it. Alright, so yeah, I did a little bit of cool setup here with the help of my good friend Raven. Shout out to you, my dude. And we're gonna go through all the new Pokemon added in the update. So first off, we have the Wooloo line, Wooloo and Double, and actually a super interesting note with these guys, which is kind of going off of what was in the last update with the additions to Mareep. You can now color and dye Wooloo and Double any of the Minecraft dyes. So if you want them to be like blue, gray, whatever, you name it, it can happen. And you can also shear them, which is insane. Look at this cute little lamb. They look like completely different Pokemon, don't they? It's insane. And Double's shorn form looks really neat. It looks like a new form or something. Wow. And these are just new additions just for Pixelmon. Really nice to see. I mean, just things like this in Pixelmon make me so happy. They go above and beyond, adding cool little details like that. Alright, and of course, if you want to shear your Wooloos, all you have to do is take a pair of Minecraft shears, go up to a Wooloo, and then shear them. And the dyes are just using Minecraft dyes directly on the Pokemon. So then, next up, we actually have 2 Pokemon that were added in the Pixelmon 8.0.1 update. I'm titling this video Pixelmon 8.0.0, but technically I'm playing Pixelmon 8.0.2. But it's just to simplify things. So what you may not know about Sinistea and Poltegeist is that there are actually phony forms and authentic forms. And this can be seen by a little tag underneath Poltegeist and Sinistea, which deems them to be authentic. Because most of these cups are pretty fake, that's the OG. So In Pixelmon, the authentic cups are rarer spawns, which is similar to in the games, and I'm actually going to make a separate video with all the spawn locations for the Gen 8 Pokemon because it would just take too long to go into it in this video. But something that you should know is that there are different items to evolve the authentic versus or the fake versus the authentic. So the phony form evolves using a cracked pot, and the authentic form evolves using a chipped pot, and the sprites are slightly different. There's more deterioration on the phony forms pot, which is the cracked pot. And to obtain these, you just have to get lucky. There's a 5% chance that a Sinistea or Poltegeist you catch will be carrying them, I believe. Cool. So, next off, we gotta fly high because we have Rookie D, Corvi Squire, and Corvi Knight. Look how amazing this texture is. Oh my goodness, the smoothness, I love it. So amazing. So there isn't much to add about these guys. Their evolution method is just by level up like in the games, and they're awesome Pokemon. Alright, next off, we have, I might mess this up, Blipbug, Dottler, and Orbeetle? I think I got it right. Dope. So these guys look amazing as per usual, and actually a little note with Blipbug, or not Blipbug, Dottler, is that he has a interesting animation. So what if Dottler could spin on its head like a legend? Wow, look how sick this is. They teased it on the Pixelmon Discord, and I just love these little cute additions. And another Pokemon actually has a similar spinning animation, which I'll show off later. And I don't know if this is the walking animation. It might be. It says special. No, so this is a special animation. I don't know when it's triggered, but it's cool to see. Some Pokemon have special additional animations, which I think just probably are triggered randomly. Orbeetle looks awesome, and if we go above, we have Gossifleur. Oh no, I don't know the Gen 8 Pokemon yet, I'm sorry. Gossifleur and Eldegoss. Eldegoss is one of my favorites, so I really shouldn't have messed up the name. Milo would be really upset at me, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Alright, so then we come to probably my favorite models and textures in Pixelmon, because I just think Nickit is really well done. Look at this cute little dude. Look how much character this texture had. I mean, wow, great job to the modelers and textures and animators on the mod. You guys are awesome. Look how cute this little dude is. Yeah! Alright, and then Fievel, of course, looking straight up like Swiper from Dora. And if we fly up, we have guarding the berry tree, a Scovet, and Greedent. And actually a quick note with Greedent, when he's walking, he's carrying a little bunch of orange berries, which is a really neat addition by the Pixelmon team. Alright, so next off we have some of fan favorites, Yamper and Boltund. I'm not sure if that's how to pronounce Boltund. And they're playing a little game of soccer or football with a double soccer ball, which is probably not ethical, but it's Pokemon, what can you say? Then we have in the crowd some Stonejourners, not exactly sure, vibing, as well as Galarian Stunfisks. And look at this claptrap animation, it looks so cool. Awesome job, guys. Alright, so moving on, we have the rocky bunch of the region. We have, oh no, Roly-Poly, yes, okay, Carkol and Colossal. I almost messed up, but I didn't. Nice! These guys are super sick, and Colossal's original move was actually added, but I will go into that slightly later. So then we have Choodle and Dreadnought, and these guys actually, or Choodle at least, has a big appearance in the next main channel upload, the episode 3 of Sword and Shield. So keep an eye out. I'm almost done with it. There are just a few delays that have come up, but thank you for your patience, dudes. Anyways, then we have Applin, Flabble, and Appleton, and the evolving items, the Tart Apple and the Sweet Apple. I believe that the Tart Apple is used for Flapple and the Sweet Apple for Appleton, but if I am wrong on that, I'll quickly show a little fact check on the screen right now. And a quick thing to note about these two items is that, like Sinistea and Poltegeist, you obtain them by catching a bunch of Applins, and there's a 5% chance that the Applin will be carrying one of these. Cool! So then we have really awesome additions. I wouldn't have expected these guys until probably a later update. We have Silly Cobra and Sandaconda, and these animations are actually really sick as well. I'm gonna show them to you guys. Look at that, he's twirling in and out. I love to see it. And I'll go into these guys spawning in the next video. So then we have Galarian Yamask and Runerigus, not Cofagrigus. And Runerigus has by far the coolest animation. I know I keep going off about these animations, but take a look at this, dudes. So he's rattling. He wakes up and comes to life. How insane is that? Whoa, that's cooler than the games, man. I mean, he looks around. I absolutely love it. Runerigus is just such a sick Pokemon. I never expected it before Sword and Shield. But yeah, I'm gonna turn off the anime so my game doesn't lag too much. By the way, if you've played Sword and Shield, you know that Yamask has a weird evolution method, which is by taking him near a certain rock in the wild area while being under a certain damage threshold. This evolution method is translated into Pixelmon, but instead of evolving at that rock in the wild area, you evolve Yamask by taking him to a desert temple when he's below 49 hit points of damage, I believe. And then leveling him up, and that will evolve into Runerigus. But I'll go more into that in my video on how to obtain all the new Gen 8 Pokemon, all their spawn locations, and that. Then we have one of the funniest Pokemon that was added, Ice-Q, the normal form and the noise form, or the no ice form, and it is so funny. And right now, I believe that their animations are a bit bugged. What happens is that when you animate the idle, or no, the idle's fine, I think it was the walking. I might be completely off. Oh no, it works fine. Oh no, okay, yeah, so what's happening here is that both the no ice and the ice are animating at the same time, so there's a bit of collision with the face and everything. But I'm not sure if this is just a statue thing, or if it's just a general animation bug. But anyways, it's not the end of the world. You can still use Ice-Q and have some fun, and if you freeze frame him, it looks like he has 4 arms, which is pretty wild. Then we have everyone's favorite tap dancer, Mr. Rime, with an awesome animation. And an interesting thing about Mr. Rime actually is that this update does not add Mr. Mime, or Galarian Mr. Mime. So I think Mr. Rime just spawns on his own. I'm not entirely sure though, but I will figure it out before I upload my spawn guide video. And then actually a Pokemon that I forgot to include here, but was actually added in this update, is Clarion Articuno, which is crazy because the Crown Tundra isn't even out yet. So if you go to Articuno, you can see the Galarian form. How cool is that? But I was told about what spawn method they're going to use for Clarion Articuno, but I'm not sure what's currently implemented. I think Articuno's unobtainable right now. It's just like a teaser thing. If you're playing in creative, you can give yourself Articuno, but I'm not sure if they want to fully incorporate Articuno yet without knowing all of its stats and everything. So it'll probably be until the Crown Tundra, and then all 3 of the Galarian bird forms will be added. But really cool tease, makes me really excited. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the new Pokemon that were added, but there were also some remodels. Going right over here to the remodel section, we have Sandile's line, but a quick note on Sandile, the original Pixelmon model, the blocky one for Sandile, is still in game as a special form that you can get. Not sure how to get it, but it is obtainable maybe as a giveaway item, so that's really neat. Little cutie. Alright, then there's Krokorok and Krookodile looking awesome as ever, Skorupi and Drapion, Goldeen, Seaking, Cryogonal, Snorlax, Paras, Parasect, and Politoed all also got new models, which is really cool to see Pokemon like Goldeen and Seaking finally updated, because they've been deserving some nice models for a while, and I really love Goldeen's model especially. I don't know, it just adds a lot of character to the Pokemon. And a quick note on Cryogonal actually, which I thought was quite cool. Its animation's really neat. So in its idle, it has this really cool spin, and my shaders are making it look a little ugly. I apologize about that. And its walking is it like spinning around in a disc, like a snowflake, which is really nice. I like it a lot. Really neat features you added to Cryogonal, because Cryogonal's an overlooked Pokemon, and Snorlax just looks funny as ever with his new animation. Then Regice actually got a new idle animation as well. He's looking around, what's going on? He doesn't see anything, so he winds up his arms, charging up something, maybe an Ice Beam. It's a cool new animation, I like it a lot. And I like how the Regis are animated all shifty like that. It's really cool, it adds to their kind of robot mystique. Alright, so this I'll save for later. Let's jump into some core, actually I want to show you guys something pretty special. Something really, really special. So look at my skin, keep looking, keep looking. Whoa, what is that? Is that me as a Sentret? Is that my Sentret in game? What? That's actually crazy. So, as you can see, there were 4 YouTuber forms added, or creator forms, to Pixelmon. And this cute dude is obtainable as a giveaway item, and I'm gonna be giving away, let's say, 10 in this video. And then, of course, I'll be giving away stuff on the main channel. I think the idea is to give away like 2 to 5 per video, because I don't upload much on the main channel. So I think that would be a good amount. So if you're interested in getting the Sentret, first you'll need to comment, and just comment anything. Because the way I give it to you isn't just through a username, you actually have to sign up for the Pixelmon forums, but I'll explain that after you've won. And I'll be giving some stuff away in my Discord as well, so if you want to join that, the link is in the description. But yeah, comment anything on this video, and I will select 10 random people to win a PixelDip Sentret. So that's really neat. And then PixelDip Sentret actually spawns legitly. I'm not sure if this was in the game, if this is in the game yet, to be frank. I told the devs that I wanted the spawn to be in the roofed forest at dusk or dawn, because my uploads are always really early in the morning or really late at night. So I thought that'd be a cool little nod to the PixelDip channel. But in the spawn wiki, it doesn't show that this form can spawn yet. So don't take my word for it. Don't spend hours looking in the roof forest yet. I'll confirm on Twitter when I know for sure that he spawns. Sick. Alright, then Jerome ASF got a Porygon with his suit. So I'm not sure how to obtain this guy. Go to Jerome's channel to figure that out. Then Ghost Wolf got a Team Rocket Eevee, which is probably a nod to his Rocket Wars server, which was the coolest Pixelmon server idea ever. It was this huge battle royale thing where you played as enemy teams. Honestly, man, I miss Rocket Wars so much. I don't think it's back, but if it ever comes back, definitely doing content on this channel on it. And this Eevee is spawnable as well in the Birch Forest at day. Then Ethos Lab got a, I think this is Sasuke, I haven't watched Naruto, but a Naruto or Sasuke, maybe I'm wrong, Greninja, which looks really sick. The headband especially is a really neat addition. Cool, so that's the new creator forms for Jerome, Ghosts, and Ethos forms. You should go to their channels to figure out how they're gonna give them away. Then, on the mention of new forms, there were a ton of new alter forms that were added. Alter just meaning alternative, so new textures. And these guys are all spawnable, but it's a lot of information, so I'll just flash it on screen in the corner right now, and you can go on the wiki or just look at that if you want to know. This Azumarill trips me up every time. Is this supposed to be like Sans or something? It's very evil looking. The mouth especially is off-putting. But all the other ones I absolutely love. It's just Azumarill scares me a little bit, but I think that's the point. So the Pokemon that got new forms are Azumarill, Aegislash, Shedinja, Claydol, Salamence, Porygon Z, who got 2 new forms this update, and Greninja as well. And then there's also a rainbow form for Skarmory. And on the note of rainbow forms, in my last video I mentioned that I wasn't sure how to get the rainbow wing, which you can use to get rainbow Ho-Oh, as well as rainbow Ponyta and Rapidash. But apparently if you catch a Ho-Oh, this is an item that has a certain rarity, probably like a 5 to 10% chance of being on that Ho-Oh. So yeah, that's how you would get this rainbow form, I believe. Now, let's go on to a huge new mechanic which was added, which is cooking. So, I'll try to keep it brief. I probably should split this into its own video, but we like to be in depth with these reviews, so let's do that. Alright, so first off, you're gonna need a cooking pot, which is this awesome model, and to craft that, you need 1 iron block and 3 steaks. Pretty simple. So, once you have your cooking pot, you're gonna need some ingredients, and the way to get ingredients is through foraging. So foraging has been a thing in Pixelmon for a while now. What you can do is you can have one of your Pokemon target a specific block. Let's have Thwacky over here come and forage on this piece of grass. I press the G button, and look at that, I got a Leafstone shard. That's not a useful cooking item, but it can be useful for something. And the cooldown is something like 20 seconds. You can see in the top right that my little oranberry icon is charging up. And I'm actually going to try foraging a second time just to see if I'm going to get a cooking item. Otherwise, my point is not that effective. So let's try it out. Alright, do we get anything? Maybe we didn't get anything. Oh, that's kind of lame. But yeah, there is a chance that you don't get anything from foraging, so we're just unlucky. But anyways, also quick note about foraging. If you're going to forage on grass blocks, it's better to use grass type Pokemon because the typing of the Pokemon does matter. And I think bug Pokemon work too. Cool! So, let's say I got ingredients for my curry, which in this case I did not. So in the curry there are 2 types of ingredients. There are the main ingredients, and then there are the berries. And the berries are obtained by clicking on berry trees which spawn anywhere in the Pixelmon world. Those have been in the game for a while now. But you're gonna need some curry main items, so let's grab, say, I'm feeling some pasta. Yeah, let's go for it. So I'm gonna take some pasta, and I'm gonna take some berries. So I'm gonna go into more which berries you should use, but I'm just gonna grab random ones for now. So we click in the pot, we put some berries in there. You don't have to use 10 berries each time, but it's just a... So I took a cut and I lost my train of thoughts, but I think I was saying that the amount of berries that you put in will determine how effective the curry is, how good it is. So once you have all the ingredients in the pot, you take a flint and steel, light it up, and then you keep clicking on the curry until the little wooden ladle starts stirring. And it does take a little while. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or if you just have to do it for a good 10 seconds before the animation kicks in. But there it is. It's stirring and it keeps going faster and faster until my curry is officially done. Let's see it. Let's keep doing it. Yo, almost there, almost there. Oh my goodness, the hype, dude. All right, so I just got a sweet pasta curry, and it's called sweet because the combination of berries I used happened to be a sweet taste. And in the description below, I'll link a Cerebi article on, and maybe a Bulbapedia one, on all the different curry combinations, because the Pixelmon Wiki hasn't been updated with it yet. So you can just use what's in the official game because they pretty much translated it very accurately. So once I have this curry, I can feed it to my Pokemon and he will gain experience, and it'll make my Thwacky happier as well. Just to double check that, we're at 77 happiness here. We do it again, he leveled up, and the happiness is at 105, so it's really effective. And that wasn't even that good of a curry. So, also just to note, your Pokemon will like different tastes, so like sweet, sour, bitter, whatever, based on their nature. And I'll provide some links in the description which you can click if you want to make sure that your Pokemon gets the best taste. But the main thing that's going to determine how good your curry is, I believe, is how rare the berries are. This hasn't been confirmed by the Pixelmon Wiki, but I've been doing some trial and error and it seems pretty accurate. So the berries that are very rare are this lot. I'm just going to show it on screen, I'm not going to read out all the berries, and the rarest one is the Starfberry, I believe. This is going off Cerebi descriptions, might be inaccurate, so don't take this 100% as gospel. Then these are all slightly rare berries. So if you use these berries mostly, then your curry will give a whole lot more experience, and I'll actually demonstrate that by, I think I put them in here, right. So let me just clear up my inventory. So I made two of the same curries, sour and plain burger steak curries. And they give different experience levels because on the plain one, I used some cheaper berries like oran berries, pecha berries, whatever super common ones. So if I feed this to my Thwacky, he gained 480 experience, and then if I feed him the sour deluxe one, it's 1050. So that's just to show you that using rare berries will augment the rating of your curry, even though there isn't like a visual thing. Like in the games there are 5 ranks, but you can't see that in Pixelmon. You just have to trust that your berries make a difference. So I'll put these back in. Then another really neat feature is that mints were added, and mints allow you to change the nature of your Pokemon. So just to go through the colors of the mints, red mints will result in a nature that's attack boosting, dark blue defense boosting, pink special defense boosting, light blue special attack boosting, green speed boosting, and yellow neutral natures. So obviously each individual nature has a stat that is going to increase and a stat that is going to lower. So keep that in mind and look up a nature's chart when you're choosing which mint to give to a Pokemon. But obviously the neutral nature mints are good if you just want an all-around Pokemon and if you're more of a casual player. So how do you get mints? Well, it's the same method. You have to forage with my boy Thwacky. Let's see if we're lucky this time. What are you gonna forage for me, my friend? Did we just forage a grass block? I think that's what it was. Oh my god. Well, we got a grass block. Nice. So he can actually forage mint shavings, which are a new item. Mint cuttings, I apologize. Very serious error right there. He's very upset. So when you get a mint cutting, you can plant it like a normal Minecraft crop, and these fully grown mint cuttings will give you a random mint. So if I just go game mode O, I can chop these down, and here I got a lax mint, here I got a jolly, here I got modest, and here I got another, oh, I got a jolly. So I got 2 jollies. Nice, I think jolly and modest are pretty good natures for some Pokemon, so that's pretty cool. But you also get more mint cuttings, so these mints are pretty farmable once you get your initial mint cutting. And when I was trying out foraging, a mint cutting was actually the first drop that I got, but I don't know if I was really lucky or if they are on the more common side. Anyways, then the Exp Candies were also added, and these can be obtained through defeating Pixelmon bosses. So through the regular bosses, which are the colored ones, I forget the lineup, but I think it goes like green, blue, red, yellow maybe? Maybe there's an orange. Not exactly sure. You can get extra small candies, and medium candies, which each give increasingly large amounts of experience to your Pokemon. Then, if you defeat a Mega Boss or a Mega Shiny Boss, which are slightly rarer than usual bosses and slightly harder to defeat, you can get the L and XL EXP Candies, which give an insane amount of experience. So this really makes grinding in Pixelmon a whole lot easier. I'm actually wondering, because a lot of Pixelmon servers have these little grinding sections with a bunch of blissies, maybe they'll give these out instead, because this is a way better way to grind, in my opinion. But then again, it makes the game a bit easier, even though they are probably not too easy to get. Anyways, next off, a couple other things that were added. The Dream Ball was added, which if you, I guess, want to catch your Pokemon in special balls, then it's a cool thing to have, and it works especially well on Pokemon that are sleeping if you're trying to catch them. Then there's also a held item which was added in Generation 8, which are the heavy duty boots. These boots are really good because what they do is they shield your Pokemon from traps. And traps are stealth rocks, spikes, toxic spikes, which inflict damage on a Pokemon when they switch in a battle. So you could give these boots to, say, a Talonflame or a Charizard, which are super susceptible to stealth rocks, and they'd be pretty protected. So that's a super neat addition. So to end off the showcase, last episode I went into a new, or not last review, I described the Pixelmon Magikarp Jump Edition, which allowed you to catch a bunch of new Magikarp forms. If you want the full rundown on that, check out my review of Pixelmon 7.3.2. I think that's what the update was called. but they expanded the jump mechanic by adding a bunch of Shellos forms. So both Shellos East and West forms get a ton of new forms which you can get, as well as some ones which I'm guessing are super rare because the Moons and the Suns one are super pretty. And I mean, it would be pretty cool to show off to your friends that you have the special Shellos as well as the golden ones. I can imagine that these are definitely the rarest. And these guys will register to your fishing log, which is the little register you have of all the Pokemon you've caught, all the Pokemon forms. Which I can't demonstrate right now because I haven't caught anything, but it's in the previous video. And quick note, if you evolve Shellos into Gastrodon, the texture will not show. The form doesn't change with Gastrodon, just like Magikarp doesn't keep the special form if it evolves into Gyarados, so keep that in mind. You probably won't want to evolve these guys. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. Oh no, it doesn't. I missed another thing out, which is new decoration items. Mugs were added. These things are awesome looking. You get a little Pikachu mug, Pokeball mug, or normal mug, some street lamps, and some benches. And I'm just gonna do a quick lap to make sure I didn't miss anything because sometimes my brain doesn't function properly. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. So, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, I'm giving away some special Centret forms which you can get by commenting down below, and I'll be giving them away every main channel upload. And for those coming from the main channel, a new episode of Pokemon Sword and Shield has been in the works for the past 2 months now, and it will be out within the next week. I'm just waiting on a new microphone part and some final shots to go in and visual effects. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed this little review, and check out the Pixelmon update. Pixelmon is now available on CurseForge as well as the normal Reforged.gg website, and I'll link both below in the description if you want to get them, which I hope you do because they're amazing fun. And if you were a Pixelmon Generations user, no shame, but this update is a pretty good reason to switch in my opinion. So make the switch, play Pixelmon Reforged, the official continuation of Pixelmon, and have fun like my boy Rillaboom. Alright, see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.